The Propcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in every state. You can also get $20 for free when you sign up with the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And welcome, everyone, to the Propcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Currently Monday afternoon, February 9th, around 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm Reichel, once again joined by Rosenberg together and break down our favorite NBA plays for the Monday card. Used to be NBA and NHL. NHL is taking a 3-week hiatus for the Olympics, but either way, point is we will be continuing the show with basketball for this episode. Adam, how's it going with you? How's your first day of post-Super Bowl life?
Just really funny to hear you say Adam's going to be doing some NBA, because when we were talking beforehand, you quizzed me on if I knew what team certain guys are on. I did not. But that doesn't mean that I don't understand how the numbers work. We had a good Super Bowl.
Yep.
We did it. Propcast. Look, guys, Propcast cooked all season.
Yeah, we hit the underdog entry.
We actually hit, I think, 3 straight underdogs.
Yes.
Yeah, so good stuff. Seeing people talking about laddering the punts. I wish we had done that, but first half cash was great. We also, Seattle side, we didn't do as well prop wise on folks, but we smoked the board on the Pats side that we had. Yeah. We just had such a good read on that team. Mm-hmm. And I see our guy Captain Insano jumping in. I have crazy baseball stuff.
People are reporting. So
people are reporting. You heard it from me too, guys. Pirates, all these Pirates. If you follow me, I've been talking about this since December, but all in on the Pirates, all in on the O's, all in on the Red Sox-ish, all in
as in win totals or actual postseason?
These are all the teams I'm high on. Teams I'm very
You got to mention the White Sox. We're going to
and the White Sox. White Sox are my babies.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's do it. Let's talk about round ball.
Yeah, something like that. But either way, point is we're going to be doing 2 episodes this week for the NBA. So once again, if you like NBA props, you came to the right place. Before we get into the actual props that we have for the card tonight, a reminder that you can download the SGPN app for all of our free picks and podcasts in one easy location. Check out, once again, the SGPN app in the App Store, free to download. So moving on to the props that we have for the NBA card on Monday. Adam, I'll let you go first. What's going to be your first prop for the show?
All right, so I see Vinny asking Olympic hockey. Yes, you and I will have Olympic hockey stuff. I've decided.
Okay. Well, we weren't sure if we'd actually have lines for that, so we ended up.
We'll have lines.
Yeah.
We have lines, and shout out to Handigraphs has all the players based on their stuff. I mean, that's their NHL stuff.
Yeah, the Olympic hockey for a show is going to be tricky because a lot of the games are at 2:00 in the afternoon, so sure. it might be a little bit tricky. But
yeah. We'll figure it out.
Worst case is we'll post stuff on Twitter and we'll go from there.
Yeah. We'll do it that way. Anyway, all right. So this so we're gonna go to this Golden State game.
Yep.
Guy Santos. Not Gary Santos. Guy Santos over 15.5 points and assists. So since this lineup got decimated, he's gotten more playing time. He's starting. He's doing pretty well. I believe the Grizzlies traded everybody on their roster. Is that accurate?
It feels that way. Either they're traded or injured.
Okay. Well, since with enough of those guys gone and seeing how this matchup looks, I'm seeing just power forwards have just done exceptionally well in both facilitating the ball and also just scoring points against this Grizzlies team. So I am going to be taking this over 15.5 for Mr. Santos. He is over it in, let's look through. He's over it in more than 5 straight. Wow. And not only that, but like I said, the Grizz have been terrible at this. So he's over. Yeah. Again, over in 5 straight. If you try to look at head to head, it's not going to really help you because he didn't play a lot of minutes before. But now that since he has gotten into a starting role, when he'll either score or he'll say, I don't want the ball, and he gives it to somebody else. So Keith Santos over 15.5 points and assists.
Cool. Moving on to my first play. This line actually did move when I initially had the research. It did go up a point. I still like it. Donovan Mitchell over 27.5 points at -102. Mitchell's been very good lately. He has scored at least 29 points in 5 of his last 8 games, and he's been great against Denver. He's had at least 28 points in 3 straight against Denver. He had a monster game against the Kings last time out. He had 35. Denver, we know defensively is not great at protecting the rim. And the fact is, now that they have Harden, who's on the roster, teams cannot really load up as much on Mitchell. I think Mitchell should do a good job getting downhill. For the record, earlier this season, he had 30-plus points against Denver, and he had 0 made free throws, and he still got the 30-plus points. So I do think he should do a good job. Denver's defense has been kind of a mess lately with all the injuries they've had. So I do think Mitchell should be able to go over this. Give me Donovan Mitchell over 27.5 points at -102 as my first play on the show. Moving on to your second play. What do you like?
Staying in this game, gonna go with not Colin Coward, but Cedric Coward. And where I'm hoping that he is a coward about doing anything in this game because I'm taking his under 20.5. That was a great dad joke. Under 20.5 PRA. He is under this in 7 of his last 10. Again, this Grizzlies roster has been just like completely overhauled. Under in 4 straight, under in 7 of his last 10, under in 3 of his last 5 on the road. Under last October, obviously it was a different situation with him. He was getting different types of playing time, but under against this Golden State team last October. And just in general, I kind of expect a decent performance out of this Golden State team at home. So, you know, the guys that you look at who have cooked this team are just in a little bit of a different league, I think, than the rookie. So give me Cedric Coward under 20.5 PRA -103. Like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit weird, though, looking at some of these teams who, I don't want to say are tanking, but basically have half their team in the infirmary, and you have to just try to figure out which players are going to get involved and which players won't.
I feel like the Grizz are always like that. They're always
they always are every year. But now you have Jerome back. Jerome's going to take a bunch of shots, too, and I think Jerome's a solid player. You're looking at the Grizzlies, and it feels like they have a bunch of guys who can, in theory, do something, but they usually don't, because it's just how the team works, and the team isn't very good. So I can get behind it, but I think the Grizzlies in general are just a very weird team to follow.
Yeah.
They have no centers. I believe Kyle Anderson is now their new center, or it's Sandy Aldama. So it's just a weird overall team.
Yeah.
But either way, what was the number again you had for Cal?
20.5. It's also, you know, I like I kind of like Golden State from a rebounding perspective on this one. So that takes an entire part out of it. So I feel like I'm getting an inflated overall number that I'll give the edge on rebounding to Golden State, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Memphis and Chicago right now are probably the 2 worst rebounding teams, and you factor in their center depth or lack thereof. I mean, both teams have nobody at the center spot. So
yep.
I can get behind that. I mean, Golden State's also favored by a decent amount, so there is a chance that there's a blowout. Who knows?
Yep.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that number is pretty high.
The last other thing I'd say is that you know, this is part of the reason why I like the Gee play. So Golden State's team total is really high. Golden State's team total is 115. So I like that from having an assist perspective. But then, like you said, it's a 9-point, they're a 9-point home favorite, which by the way is crazy.
Without Curry.
Without Curry, and the total's only 220.
Yeah.
So they're
making Memphis just not score points in this game.
Exactly. And there's just not a lot to go around. So that's one of the reasons why I like this one.
Yeah, I can get behind it. Anyway, before we get into the other props that we have for the card, a reminder, they're brought to you by our sponsor, which is Kalshi. So make real money predicting sports. Use their legal prediction market. It's available in all 50 states. You can do a bunch of trading options for your favorite sports. Besides sports, they also have politics, entertainment, and even the weather. And a reminder that if you are new to Kalshi, get a great sign-up deal courtesy of us. $20 when you sign up with the code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, code SGPN for a free $20 at sign-up at Kalshi. We're also brought to you by Rebet. So Rebet is the #1 social sportsbook and casino out there, available in 35 plus states, including Texas and California. Get on the action with Rebet, and you also get a nice deal, a courtesy of us. Get 100% purchase match up to $100 with the code SGPN. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finish going through the first couple props that we have for Monday. Time to move on into my second play for the show. I'm going to go to Bobby Portis. So I'm going to take his over 19.5 PR at -130. He's been great lately. I know Giannis is supposed to come back next week, but until then, I'll keep backing Bobby Portis. He has had at least 20 PR in 7 straight games. He's also been great historically against Orlando. He's had at least 20 PR in 14 of his last 17 games against Orlando. I think it's a good matchup. Simply put, they need the usage, and Portis, I think, should have a solid matchup here in general. But Portis has owned this team in his career. He's been very good lately. Once again, 7 straight to the over. A couple ways to get there, too. Portis could have a monster scoring game. He could have a good rebounding game, because we know Miles Turner never rebounds the ball. A couple ways to get there, but I'll go for Bobby Portis over 19.5 PR at -130. So
I like Bobby Portis. You and I both like Bobby Portis.
Yeah, I took him preseason to win 6th man of the year. No comment. That didn't work out. But still, the idea was there. But I think the usage is going to be there because they need the bodies without Giannis.
Yep.
So I think he'll play well. But moving on to your last play, which I believe is in this exact same game. What do you like?
I like Wendell Carter. Well, I don't like Wendell Carter.
Well, you like the prop, which involves
not liking Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter under 18.5 PRA. You can get 19.5 if MGM still allows you to bet. Doesn't allow you or I to bet. We're very open about that. Hopefully they're never a sponsor of the show, by the way.
Really funny, though, the one... I've told the story before. The one worker at BetMGM who approached me at Borgata asking if I wanted to sign up for an account, and I said I can bet maybe 50 cents.
Yeah.
And then the guy who tried to pitch me an account on BetMGM said, "You like props?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I got limited too." I'm like, the worker at BetMGM can't even bet more than $1 on BetMGM. So yeah, that was the funny story there. But I can't bet anything on BetMGM.
I know. I helped cook your account. It was
great. Yes, you did.
What a great January that was for us. Anyway, under 18.5 -101. So I'm perfectly fine with this. Again, he's under this in 7 of the last 10, 4 straight. You had mentioned with this Bucks team that Giannis isn't back, but Portis will be in there getting minutes, and he's kind of all over the court. I don't like Wendell Carter as is.
I'm not a Miles Turner guy, but if there's one thing he's good at, it's blocking shots. So
right.
At least he can alter shots from Wendell Carter.
Yeah, and again, this is another one of those games where the Magic are 10-point home favorites and the total's low.
Yeah.
So hard for me to see this kind of being a big thing here. I'm looking at his minutes. I mean, look, it's like around like 25 minutes a game. Again, let's see what happens if they end a lot of these bad spreads here. So let's see okay. So I shouldn't have done that. But if they end up winning by 10.5, and actually the hit rate's terrible. But when they play normal bases of games, it doesn't really work out. So anyway, or you can just hate Wendell Carter like I do, and I don't like him, so I'm fading him as a player. There you go.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I don't think he's very good either, so I can get behind fading him too. They also occasionally will mess with the minutes for Carter. I don't want to say they play the hot hand, but they have other options if they really wanted to consider it. For example, they have, Batadze didn't play last game, but sometimes they use him. I will point out that Mo Wagner did come back. He played 17 minutes last game. And we know Wagner tends to be one of the coach's favorite players to use. So we'll see if Wagner gets more run and they potentially give less to Carter Jr. moving forward. So there could be less minutes that he has to work with. But yeah, Mo Wagner and Franz Wagner apparently back in action. So there we go. Moving on, though, to my last play for the show, I am going to go to a Lakers fade. I'm going to fade Marcus Smart. I'm going to take his PA. I'm going to go with the under 13.5 at -122. Smart is at less than 14 PA in 6 of his last 7. I know the issue can be sometimes the volume because Marcus Smart has serious main character syndrome where he thinks that he needs to be taking a bunch of shots.
Absolutely not worried about
for
that
no reason at all.
Yeah,
but you're looking at the matchup, and the Thunder we know are incredible defensively, whether SGA plays or not. I know SGA's out. J-Dub is back in the lineup. The Thunder so far this season are allowing the fewest points per game, 2 point guards, and the 3rd fewest assists per game. But Marcus Smart, I think, will just be in hell for this game, whether it involves Dort, Caruso, J-Dub occasionally. They have so many great defenders, and Marcus Smart at this stage in his career does not create much separation. So I don't really see him doing much in this game, besides maybe accumulating some fouls. Give me Marcus Smart under 13.5 PA against an elite defense at -122.
It was very close to having this on my card.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a bad matchup. So The only way this goes over is if Smart basically goes like 4 for 8 or just has a really good shooting game.
You just have to deal with the volume, and that's I don't think
it's a volume thing.
He just had a really good shooting game, didn't he?
Yeah, I know he got to the line a decent amount last game, but the point is the Thunder should clamp him. We'll see if Reeves plays more minutes, which might take away some of the volume from Smart as well. But I'm not a Marcus Smart guy, especially in 2026. Give me the under on his PA against the Thunder. Moving on to miscellaneous. Anything else you were considering for this game? For anything?
Let's look.
Do you have any Olympic women's hockey plays? You got anything you want to share?
I don't have any Olympic women's hockey plays, but I do have a regular hockey play. I got USA. Like I'm going to be under the team totals on the USA team every single game. It does not matter what. You and I are already on under 5 at -115.
Yeah.
So that is like just always going to happen. Let me see if I have other stuff here that I do like. Let's see. I don't know. Well, okay. I got one that I don't hate.
Okay. That's a ringing endorsement.
Sure, well, no, it's Sabonis over 12.5 RA.
It doesn't make my eyes bleed, so I can talk about this on the show.
I like Sabonis. I just hate.
I mean, he's never this year. He's been injured all the time. So
right. Is he coming off the bench now, or is he?
It varies. It really depends because he was coming off the bench for a bit, then he started again, and then he got injured again. And the Kings have also lost 12 in a row, so I don't really know what the hell they're trying to do. But
I don't hate this. Oh well, it's off the board, so never mind. Or I can't find it anywhere but Fliff. Who has? Fliff?
I don't know if he was confirmed to play in the game tonight. That might be.
That's probably why. Yeah, I don't really have any. Like, I like the Marcus Smart stuff. I liked the. I thought about Embiid.
Okay.
He like torches this Portland team.
I also never know when he's going to play, but yes,
we've lost 2 Embiid plays that he had all but one by the third quarter, and then he never played another minute the rest of the game. So I could get to his points and assists here, but I'd rather pick another, like one of his other characters on his team. I'm looking at. There's nothing else that I look. No, there's nothing that I love. I like. You know what? I don't. Well, no, I don't want this. I don't want 2 guys in the same game fighting for certain stuff. No, there's nothing else that I really love in here. I think that this is good. I think we're good with what it is, especially since I admittedly do not know this sport very well.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there's anything else I was personally tempted by.
Oh, I can look on Rhythm too.
Okay, that works. I was going to save one of them for the ad read, but you can mention a couple if you want.
Well, let's see if there's anything on here that we like. Rhythm cooks on this stuff, so I'm not interested in fading Jokic. So
I'm not interested in fading Jokic either.
Kalkbrenner to have an assist is -105. They like that. They like a Pat Spencer under RA. He just got a full-time contract, so I don't know.
Yeah, now he can stop trying.
This one I like. Okay, I got one that I don't hate.
Okay, what do you got?
Rudy Gobert under 12.5 rebounds.
Sure, that's fine.
They
can use Naz Reid, a couple of different lineups they can use.
Yeah, they also like Ayo's good at getting his own rebound, kind of things like that. There's a lot of guys that they have a lot of guards that love to rebound.
McDaniels can rebound occasionally too.
Yeah, I don't hate this, and it's a little bit, I know that you know me. I don't always love to. I'm seeing. Wow, if you have Bet Rivers, it's +104. Everywhere else, it's like -130. I'll take that.
Yeah, as we both know, Bet Rivers doesn't take our action anymore. So
cool. I'm gonna take it on. I'm gonna take it on a Novig then. I just took it.
There you go. Cool. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for our props. Before we get into the best bets and of course the underdog entry, a reminder that we are brought to you by our sponsor, which is right on cue, Underdog Fantasy. So if you want to check out the pick'em entries, you can chance to win up to 5,000 times your entry. And they have a new offer for the customers. Play just $5, $75 more funds. We decided the promo code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. They've been on a heater for college and the NBA with their picks. And a reminder, you can check them out for model building as well. So if you want to check out the models, a couple ways to do it. Build it yourself. You can use the Rhythm house model for plays immediately, or go to the leaderboard and take one of the models that have been doing well. You can also track their plays too. But checking out the actual, you mentioned props actually, so I'll switch it up a little bit. Let me see what they like from an actual side perspective on the card tonight. They like the Heat, -6.5 against Utah. So there you go. If you want to go 4-side, they like the Heat minus the 6.5. Anyway, once again, if you want to check out Rhythm and go premium with your membership, use the code SGPN25. We download the app, get a nice quarter for first month. That's Rhythm, RATHMM, code SGPN25 for a quarter first month at Rhythm. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finished going through the props that we have for the Monday NBA card. Time to move on into the best bets. Adam, what is your best bet from the 3 plays you gave out?
Give me that Santos. I like it. Give it to me. Give me Geese. Actually, no. Best bet, fading Wendell Carter.
Okay, there you go. You're fading Wendell Carter Jr. and his dad. Oh, you're going to go with the under.
Going with both of them. Yeah, his dad. Yeah, and his dad.
It's a generational fade. For me, I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell. I'll take the over 27.5. I think at the end of the day, he just has a great matchup. You're looking at all the injuries that Denver has to key personnel. Watson's one of the better defenders. He's injured. Aaron Gordon's been injured. I don't know who's going to guard Mitchell. They have no rim protection. I watched Mitchell go downhill against the Kings for the entire game last time out, and I think he can do the same thing here. Give me Mitchell over 27.5 points at -102 as my best bet. Moving on to underdog. Adam, do you want to recycle anything from Rhythm? Do you want to go for the Cockbrenner assist if they have it? I'm not sure what they have, so we can discuss, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, so let's build one from your account. We're in such a great heater on here. Okay, so let's I kind of wanted some Ant-Man stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
What do you like?
For the record, for the NBA show, I did do Ant first quarter points, higher 8.5. So I already did an Ant thing for the previous entry, but that was only first quarter.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Is you want to do his PA or his PR? He doesn't really assist. He's not.
We can do PR.
Let's do PR. 33.5. Okay, cool. Then what else do you want to do?
I'm trying to think if we want to recycle anything.
Let me see about the coward. I'll take the coward under. Coward lower 21.5.
We'll do the coward lower, and you know what? We'll throw in the Marcus Smart lower too. Why not?
Yeah, I like
Smart PA.
I like that a lot. Okay. Cool. This show is so weird when you and I are both doing NBA.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, that was the balance. Was you would do hockey, I would do 2 NBA and 1 hockey, and we'd call it a day.
It's just weird because, like, for people who could ever read our DMs, it's usually or our texts. It's like we have like the way that you and I work. Everyone knows like you and I are betting partners.
I'd send you basketball, you send me
hockey. It's the hockey, and we like kind of mold it together. And then you're like, yeah, you got to figure out basketball for 3 weeks. And I'm just like, all right. What do you want to do? You want to do the?
We'll
PRA?
just stick with PA.
PA, okay.
Because Smart can occasionally rebound.
I don't actually see.
If they don't have it, then we'll just do.
Wait,
PRA.
let me see. I see the PRA.
Okay, so we'll do the PRA.
Oh wow, they're putting hit rates in here now.
Nice,
interesting. Yeah, I'll fade them off a big game. Okay. Oh, we have a profit boost. Oh,
sweet.
Yeah, dude, this is a bomb. Okay. Anthony Edwards higher 33.5 points and rebounds. Cedric Howard lower 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Marcus Smart lower 16.5 points, rebounds, assists. A 6.12 multiplier, 8.16 with our boost. I'm going to do $50 as we usually do. Allegedly wins us $408.
There you go. So I'll see what the payout actually is when it wins. But either way, point is, hopefully you had a good Super Bowl. I know we did. So hopefully you ended up making some money tailing our picks. But now it's officially basketball and hockey season. To strap in, we got baseball coming up in about a month and a half?
Yeah, but we'll be deep in it. I mean, I guess we're gonna start because we'll start doing MLB stuff.
I know the MLB Gambling Podcast is going to be starting towards the end of February. So we'll be doing some divisions and win totals and stuff like that.
If you tune in, I'll give out random futures all the time.
I was going to say, that's the MLB Gambling Podcast. I'm sure we'll have separate stuff for player prop futures and stuff during the season. So, yeah, once again, bunch of baseball stuff coming. And a reminder for baseball, by the way, we are doing Winter Baseball Classic stuff. So maybe we'll have player props we can do episodes on.
We'll see. Team Italy.
Yeah, there you go. Mi scusi.
Yeah,
either way, until next time, we'll be back once again later on in the week for NBA. Until next time, find me on Twitter, Reichel Radio. Find him on Twitter at Rosenberg. Check out the Propcast on Spotify or Apple, and check it out on Twitter as well at the Propcast SGPN. Until next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bets. Bye.